Hey guys, welcome to Essential Image. This week we're talking about the clean and well-groomed gentleman. The other day I saw a friend of mine's post. He talked about the things that women especially tend to notice on men, things that immediately they like or don't like. And I thought one of those things was very important. That is the topic of being a well-groomed gentleman. Now let me tell you right off the bat that being clean and being well-groomed does not in any way diminish your manhood. Let me repeat that. Being clean and well-groomed does not make you less of a man. Trust me. In fact, it makes you more attractive, hopefully to your wife, to your girlfriend, or people that you are looking to date. And to clients. People, they're not going to be noticing things like dandruff or bad breath or things like that. And so this week, I'm doing a series from head to toe. Today, we want to start with your hair. Now, quick story. Several years ago, I was in Los Angeles. I had just flown in for a bunch of meetings. And I think that day the president was in town or something was going on, but traffic in LA got completely messed up to the point where people started canceling meetings on me. So suddenly I found myself with a whole day ahead of me with nothing to do except a few emails. And I had a lot of time and I just happened to need a haircut. So I was leafing through the magazine in the hotel and I found an ad for a place called the Beverly Hills Barber. And I thought, they're probably expensive, but hey, what the heck, I will give them a try. Boy, did I luck out. So I went to this gentleman who had cut the hair of people like Ronald Reagan and Johnny Carson and all these different actors. He had pictures of them on the wall. It was pretty cool. And I have to tell you, it was hands down the best haircut I ever had for a couple of reasons. Number one, he didn't do a 5-minute job on me like you might get at some of these, tournament burning places that are popping up everywhere. Nope, he took an hour and a half to cut my hair 100% with a razor. A pair of scissors never came near my head that day. An hour and a half, he took his time. We had a great conversation. He fed me a beer. It was a great experience. Now, sure, it was about $100 and some haircut with tip. And if I had a $1,200 budget for my haircut for a year, I would probably go there once a month. But I don't, and most of us don't. But that brings me to tip number one. Always go to a professional. Always go to a professional. I know that your wives and your girlfriends are super cool, super nice, and they might happen to own a pair of scissors and a mirror, in a chair, and a towel. Do not let them near your hair. They are not professionals. Unless they are a certified stylist and a good one at that, do not let them near your hair. Because you can get away with maybe a cheaper shirt or maybe a cheap pair of shoes, but you cannot get away with a cheap haircut. And everybody knows it. When you have a bad haircut, it's like you put a gigantic shining light that says, hey, look at me. And it looks terrible. Do not let your wives or girlfriends who do not know what they're doing near your hair. Always go to a professional. Tip number 2, go to that professional on a regular basis, at least once a month. Now, unless your hair grows really quickly or maybe a little slower, but at least once a month. Do you know when you notice people have gotten a haircut? When they've waited too long to go to the barber. If you just keep up with it, you're going to have consistency of look to you. And people won't always say, oh, you got a haircut, huh? They'll just notice that you look nicely groomed. It's an easy thing to do. Tip number 3, take care of it with great products. I've always been a great fan of Redken for Men. I found this product almost by accident. I saw it at the store one day. I bought it, and boy, it's an awesome product. The Go Clean shampoo. This thing will leave your hair perfectly smooth, perfectly shiny, and ready to be styled. Now, when it comes to washing your hair, a lot of guys, they take pride in saying, hey, I get ready in the morning in 3 minutes. Let me tell you, if your whole shower is 3 minutes, you're doing it wrong. Your hair alone should take at least a couple of minutes. When you put shampoo in your head, you have to massage it very, very well into your scalp, into your hair, get all that oil, whatever is in your hair, especially if you work out a lot, you have to wash your hair on a daily basis. You can get away with a little less frequency in washing them if you're not doing a whole lot of activity, but if you work out a lot, for example, every day, you have to wash that hair and really get into it with your fingertips. And so, for example, let's say you wash the floor at your house or the carpet, and they shampoo it, and then they do a really crummy job at getting the shampoo or the soap off of your carpet or your floor. What happens? Your floor and your carpet get dirtier really quickly, dirtier than they were before, and they look terrible. It's the same thing with your hair. Once you put shampoo or conditioner in it, you have to get all of it completely off of your hair. Rinse it really, really well so that you are ready to style it and it doesn't flake on you. Because when you don't get all the soap off of it, when you take that 3-minute shower from head to toe, you're not completely rinsed off. And what happens is you get dandruff. It looks dull. It looks not unkept rather, and it doesn't look good. So rinse it completely. Also, once a week, this takes us to tip number 5. Use a good conditioner. I live in a very dry climate where I have to do this at least once a week, maybe twice a week. I don't do it every day because I don't need it, but perhaps you do need it. Again, Redken for Men, this is the Finish Up conditioner, a great product. And by the way, Redken has a very subtle and masculine scent. The only one who'll notice it is you or somebody who gets really close to your hair, like your wife or your girlfriend. And that's what you want. You want it to smell really good, to look clean, and look very nice. Number 6, style it. Style it really well. Again, I'm a big fan of Redken for Men. I use their medium hold gel. You can put this on when your hair is wet or after it's been dry like I do, just to hold it in place and to give it a little bit more of a shine. Amazing product. It will not flake on you. It will hold all day and it'll look fantastic. Now, if you're into putties or pastes, there's a brand called Pete and Pedro. A great brand, again, a great scent to it. And this is a really, really nice paste to use if you're into that kind of a product. But definitely style your hair. Don't just let it sit there and look sloppy. You have to look like you meant for your hair to look what it's doing. It can't just look like it does by accident. Unless you're really blessed with amazing hair that just does it on its own, which most of us are not. You have to take the time to make sure it looks great. And then, of course, tip number 7, my last tip today is maintenance. When you get a haircut, typically you'll have your neck shaved, right? They'll shave the line around your hairline. And just like your face, your hair on your neck grows. And if you let it go for more than a week or so, then you start looking sloppy and unkept. That's when you can recruit your wife or your girlfriend to shave that right off your head. Or you can swing by your barber and have him take care of it real quick. But make sure you keep it up, because I've seen guys with really great haircuts and then they turn around and there's all this fuzzy stuff around their necks and it just looks gross and it looks unkept and it looks sloppy. Again, having great hair does not diminish your masculinity, guys. Take care of that head, because it just goes right on top of that logo that I've talked about. So there you have it, 7 tips on how to make your hair look great. Again, this week we're going from head to toe. We'll have more tomorrow. I will come back with an episode on how to have great breath. And then we'll top the week off with your feet. Yuck, right? We'll do your feet on Friday. But until then, hey, thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.